Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Infinite Regression. Take a look around. What's on the ground? Oh, what's on the ground is fall. Autumn. It's going to happen, yes, and we're going to have a weekend type fun. Yes. I know you've been waiting for the autumnal time of year. You've seen the vernal equinox of last year. You're ready for the autumnal. Anyway, so you come to the infinite regression. You ask it the infinite riddle. And boom! Bought a slightly bad drag over the other screen. You're there in weekend type fun. Huzzah! Anyway, yes, we're here in weekend type fun. Volume 25. Oh my god. Again? Look, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I, Rem Pemberton, your host. Yes, you know me, you love me, you've listened to me do 24 shows thus far, and this is to be our 25th. Anyway, yeah. So I just, thought we could say the Weekend Type Fun Volume 25 part. Just say it. Get it out there. And then we wouldn't have to go through this whole bit. Because, people come up to me on the street and they're like, Remmels, Pemmels. They get my name wrong a lot. A lot of my biggest fans are drunk at the time, and also at all of the times. Anyway, so, yeah, they're like, Rom Publige, I need to tell you a thing. The part where you doubt the sanctity of the purity of the not being a lousy drunkard like myself, of one Stanley the Manly, that you do harm unto us all, yea, even unto the drunkliest of us. Yeah, the drunkliest and the unkliest. Yes. Anyway, so, yeah, I've been hearing from a lot of people who are like, yeah, don't do that thing where you make fun of Stanley's, supposed, alleged sobriety. You know what I'm saying? And, I came to you and I was like, this is apparently what the people want, so don't write me any material with, Stanley the Manly's very dubious, but still widely proclaimed, teetotalerism, his apparent holding to the steps that one must go through to no longer be a lush, to no longer be as far into your cups as Clarissa is. Boy, she's not taking this part with the, last week she broke up with the off-duty police officer who's way into Little League sports. Yeah. Anyway, she broke up with him, and now she's back on the sauce hard. Anyway, yes, day drinking Chardonnay right out of the box. Doesn't even put it in a glass anymore. Once I caught her on the couch, just with the pouch. Couch pouching it, she calls it. She says when it rhymes, it makes it less sad. Anyway, that's what Clarissa's doing. And if I'm being perfectly honest, it's what I suspect Stanley the Manly is doing. But people don't like it when I bring that up. No, they come up to me and they're like, hey, you have done cruelties unto the drunkly types, and we do not appreciate this. For nary a one of us, would give up the chance to no longer be a drunkly type. You think we want to be this way? You think this is how we wanted it? Well, I'll have you know, mister, that the answer to that is in fact no. Anyway, it's those kind of people who keep coming up to me and really pissing me off. And so, Stanley the Manly, with your alleged sobriety, would you please do that freaking thing you do so you can get the frick out of here? Like, I'm tired of it. And every single week, this introductory segment just on the first slide of every show gets longer and longer. Oh, I do not always take time to identify the white people in the room. I mean, look, Braxton is always over here. He wrote the show, so he wants to see how well I perform the things he's written, assuming he's written them. We don't have any mistakes like last time, do we, Braxton? You didn't foul up and put all the work on my shoulders? You actually wrote funny haha? You put funny haha on the slide, did you? Because you know I need funny haha in order for me to work. You know this. I, the great Rem Pemberton, do not just pull everything out of my buttocks. No, I require a writing staff for that. Yes, it's well known. Anyway, so Braxton is over there. Ian is busy letting this show get less promotion than, large drug-addled, knee-blown athletes cracking their heads together. Yeah, he's really, I mean, come on. I haven't seen any ads for this at all. Not at all. And I look for them too, Ian. I'm just telling you that if I myself can't find ads for my own show, because my mom gets clippings when there are clippings to be had, Ian. And if you could make it so that there are clippings, then my mother could have clippings. Clippings are basically the only thing keeping her alive right now. So I'd thank you very much if you could at least make sure that on a weekly basis, when we have the weekend type fun, that my mother have something to clip, lest you put her in an early grave. What's that? What's that, Ian? Oh, she's 97. A spry, healthy, vim and vigorous 97. Years young. Anyway, that's how she's doing. That's how she's living, and Anyway, Ian, I've yelled at you. Clarissa, I could yell at you, but you wouldn't remember it. You're too blackout drunk from this whole, pouchily, winily, drinking it straight from the source, sort of wine binge that you've been on lately. Yeah, I don't expect that I will hear a sober word from you in quite some time. We're gonna sign you up for some Christian dating service without your knowledge, just to, get you another relationship with a man who doesn't drink, so that, you can clean up your act until he finds out what a lush you are, and then, it'll all fall apart again, and then we'll have to do this whole dance all over again, won't we, Clarissa? Oh, my God. Sometimes I get tired of not just being the boss, Oh, shut up, Chaz. Yeah, that's right. Executive produce this show like Clarissa runs it. Yeah, she runs her mouth when she's had too much Chardonnay. And yeah, you run the show like executive produce this show like a absentee father raises his children. Yes, that's right. I said it, and God help me if I find any success at this, because I doubt very much if you'll let even the slightest possibility go to waste that you might turn a filthy dollar on this creative endeavor that I've undertaken. Yes, well, I've known your kind all along. It's not why I got into the business, I can tell you that. Anyway, so, is there anyone I haven't yelled at? Oh, Aiden, your parents are both douche canoes. I need you to tell them that I said that. Yes, again. Yes, again. I need you to tell them. I need you to tell them until they take you down to the courthouse and give you a proper name. A proper name. Biblical if need be. I mean, Matthias would be a step in the right direction, although Matthew would be a more realistic choice. Anyway, Stanley the Manly, you know how I said Weekend Type Fun Volume 25 earlier? Apparently they want you to say it, and you're wasting my time right now getting us off on tangents for no reason. No reason, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first. I came here, these 11 minutes and 45 seconds ago, and I was just trying to do my job. Introduce the show, get it rolling, entertain you, the fine men and women who, help to pay my salary. Anyway, and what do we get here? What do we get here? Well, we get, an awful lot of time wasting from a man who, is wasting our time with pretending that he is actually making it through any number of steps on the way to sobriety. Anyway, without further ado, Stanley, if we could stop wasting everyone's time, that would be lovely. Why don't you say the words that you've been hired to say, the only words we ever want to hear from you, Stanley? Say them. Okay. Weekend Type Fun, Volume 25. You dirty, terrible, awful... Shut up. Get him out of here. Anyway. Hey, folks, it's a comedy time. Comedy time. Yes, that's right. Every weekend we have our Weekend Type Fun. This happens to be Volume 25. Hey, just cut everything prior to, me bringing it back in just now. Anyway, Weekend Type Fun Volume 25, like I was saying. And, we're going to have some swell fun. It's going to be, peachy keen, and everything's going to be great. It's going to be the cat's Bahamas, and it's going to be the bee's knees. Let's find out what happens. Okay. An autumnal eyesore. Wait, an eyesore is a bad thing. Braxton, did you edit this? Did you, run it through Grammarly? How could you not know about Grammarly? There's, 57,000 commercials for it every day. Well, it actually is a fairly decent service. I mean, it would tell you that based on your tone, calling something an eyesore isn't doing any favors. This is show business. Show business. Braxton, I'm telling you, it's show business and not show mess around and play word games with your hoity-toity Ivy League type friends. Some of us have jobs to do and paychecks to collect. Anyway, I'll thank you to do better from now on. Hopefully we don't see this word eyesore anymore. With your host, Rem Pemberton of the Cashmere Scarf Wearing Pembertons. Yes, I do enjoy a good cashmere scarf. Particularly this one. It was given to me by my nana. Play the theme, Rem. Your scarf may be soft as a baby's ass, but there's a more apt comparison. Where's the C in comparison? Betwixt its pattern and a Cosby sweater trademarked. Are Cosby sweaters trademarked? Is Bill Cosby making money off of ugly sweaters? We need to know. It is imperative that we know so that we can stop purchasing them if we've already done so in any way, shape, or form. Anyway, Braxton, you've opened up a problem here, a can of worms, as 'twere. Anyway, stop complaining about the way I do my job, or I'll compare you to a whole lot more than a Cosby sweater trademark. If you know what I mean, and I think you do, you know who this is. Braxton. I'm surprised at you. I am surprised at you, Braxton. I mean, here we are enjoying a nice picture of me and my lovely scarf, and you are laying threats? Is that how we're going to spend our time today, Braxton? Threatening people? My goodness, Braxton. We're going to wash those elbows, and we're going to turn you into a gentleman. Don't think we won't. Oh, don't think we won't, Braxton. We will. We will have you knowing how to tell an oolong from a Darjeeling in no time. That's right. That's the thing you'll be able to tell. Just, small sips, and you will know. Anyway, yeah, I don't know why things took the turn they did. Let's move on. First turkey to the chopping blocks. Middle-aged guy explains slang terms he barely understands to his grandfather, using his grandfather's slang terms, which, admittedly, he barely understands. So wait, middle-aged guy is the go-between someone who is way back when and someone who is super right now? This does not seem like it's going to go well. Braxton, I'm putting prohibitive complaints against you, or not prohibitive, proactive, reactive, pre-strike. Yes, we're taking advanced strikes against the potential that this material is not good. Preemptive would be a word for it. That's right. Preemptive. We remember that word. Anyway, moving on. Here we go. That slang thing I just told you about. Hey, Rem from the future. This is Braxton from the past, and I just think you should recognize what a good job Braxton does, because he really is trying this week. And please don't make some jibe about the job I did last week. We were all different people last week. At least I was. I meditate now. You should see me. I look happy, I think. Oh my God. You think that I don't recognize the job that you do? I recognize it so well that when you don't do it, when you don't give me the gold that I am accustomed to, I have to say I miss it, Braxton. I miss it. There. I said it. I hope you feel that we have adequately made up, and you can, from this point forward, give me the type of comedy hijinks that I've become accustomed to. Help me look good, Braxton. Help me look good. Let's be on the same team. Here we go. Newfangled slang. Ah, nos, he didn't, fanboy cuz. Well, Gramps, I think it means 22 skidoo what a slick Johnny if he puts his peepers on your dame's games. Yeah, I don't understand either of those. Is this funny? Is this working? Are we enjoying this? Okay. I know cop driv a nunchuck up the down with a twitch trap on a bucket. Well, Gramps, I think it means this deuce coupe took a slick Johnny on a one-way going downtown with a foreign dame in the rumble seat. So, apparently those two things are equivalent. Don't know what they mean. That jacket is napalm in the morning, Brasimovich. Well, Gramps, I think it means that Letterman jacket is the keenest, slick Johnny. Okay. Newfangled slang. Why's you throwing shadows on my bougie lifestyle, Clarissa? Oh, Clarissa, you made it into one of these. Wait, isn't Clarissa the new term that people are using? Like, you know how they have Karens who, like, call the cops on people who are having fun? And Clarissa is the one that shows up inappropriately drunk everywhere at times of day when no one should be drunk, and they call that a Clarissa? No, I've heard this. It's like, it's a thing now. No, Clarissa, I'm telling you, it's a thing, and I'm pretty sure it's based off of you. Anyway. Well, Gramps, I think it means, why dare you to come here and say that right to my punum, you foreigner? What was it with you guys in foreign... Wait, hold on, that part isn't in quotation marks. But seriously, what was it with you guys and foreigners back in the day, Gramps? Is that why you voted Trump? Because you were weird about foreigners back in the day? That's... This sandwich is driving a bus and hit me in different ways, bruh. Well, Gramps, I think it means... This Dagwood sandwich is piled high and rich enough with meats and condiments. It could have easily been made by a lowly waged foreigner. Seriously, Gramps. Seriously, Gramps. Wait, hold up. I never played the theme song. Okay, I never played the theme song. I don't think I did. I feel like I have not. Okay, I'm going to play it after this because I'm excited for the theme song. No reason. Don't you get excited. I don't need expectations to go anywhere. Up, down, or sideways. It's all too much pressure. Anyway. But yeah, Gramps, why are you all weird about foreigners? Come on. Newfangled slang. This literature of the English Restoration is low-key lit, though. Well, Gramps, I think it means this book about which it is very important to point out that it was written by a man and a white one at that. Seriously, Gramps? Seriously. You didn't even finish the thing. You just were like, oh, the man wrote this and a white man at that. You didn't even finish the thing, which is like low-key lit dough is like, you know, really cool. Stuff like that, you know? So, come on. Gramps. It means it's good. Newfangled slang. Okay, boomer. You needs to get awoken to the way it be up in this year, okay? Yeah, I can't. I think that's supposed to have the like, you know, like that sound that people be doing now, where they're like, "I'm gonna do the thing," you know, like, and you're like, "What?" That's not a noise for people. It's not a noise people make when they're speaking English and they're like, Yes, I'm going to do a thing that we both agree is grammatically correct, and it goes like this. And it's English. What? How dare you? Anyway, uh, well, Gramps, I think it means you think of your ways as the time when this country was great, but it was only great for racist, sexist white guys like you. I'm not kidding, Gramps. I've needed to tell you this since Q. I mean, you got into Q a while ago, and now it's just I can't even talk to you without you bringing up some crazy thing. Anyway, Gramps, I just want to have a good, normal relationship with you. Anyway, well, that took a turn for the unfunny. Well, Gramps, I think it means the panty boy New York writer tried to push his gay liberal agenda on us. No, that's seriously what you sound like all the time now. And it's terrible. It's legitimately terrible. But seriously though, R.I.P. Funny, 11/5/2021 until so late in the evening it became 11/6/2021. My life was short and unremarkable. Your text here. The first cranberry in the masher. Rem Pemberton hosts some boring-ass show within the show. Come on, have a little faith in your bits, Braxton. You think this is going to go well? I tell people it's a boring-ass show? You think that's going to help? People are going to get excited to be like, oh, I want to see it. It's a boring-ass show. What? Come on, Braxton. There's only so much Ian can do. Anyway, jeez. Just follow instructions. Rem, you say, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time of the evening when I stop calling movies movies and start calling them films. That's right. You get hoity-toity, private school boy. Wait a minute. That's a dig on me. I'll have you know I didn't go to a private school. So the fact that I'm hoity-toity means that I'm one of those guys who wishes I did go to a private school, and I constantly suck up to people who did. So it's different. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take delight in the found film of now, canceled due to copyright claim films and TV shows ripped off by low-budget studios in poor countries. It's like Android Cop here. No, even lower budget and even poorer country. Snakes on a Train. That looks like Pockner-ish. No, much lower budget and much poorer economy. Chop Kick Panda. Yeah, that's... By the time you got Chop Kick Panda, like... You are, out there in a rarefied air of terrible. Just right. Triassic World. Yeah, that looks, not great. So good in that sort of way. Scroobles Didn't. This comes from Romania, 1973. A group of teens, Frank, Darcy, Verma, and Shaggy, along with their shaggy dog, the titular character, Scroobles Didn't, yes, solve crimes in their brightly colored van, the Conundrum Contraption. I swear I've heard of a show like that before. That seems vaguely familiar. As if it hadn't been done better twice at the same time in the 1960s. It's a movie about a family of monsters. Can you imagine this being good? 'Cause I can't imagine it being good. Rem, you say, I guess the rat makes food all by himself for other rats in this one? Also, why does the girl rat have large pink bosoms? No, I'm not creeping. It's just weird that she's drawn that way, and the rat boy is shaped like a regular, albeit fat rat. But like, she's got very feminine curves for a rat, and he's just like a regular freaking rat. Like you've seen a bajillion times. It's ridiculous. Anyway. Señore Jesus y el bueno Rumato Esteban. And this comes from Catholic Church occupied South America in 2019. They're still occupying quite strongly. They moved to have the Supreme Court remove this picture from Netflix because it does, in fact, depict a gay Jesus. So, people got all bent out of shape out of this one. And it's funny because it's like, right, people take this really seriously. Like, even more than I ever did. And they get very upset if you make even the slightest fun. I even saw a video where Muslims were like, well, because we also like Jesus because he's like also a prophet that helped us get to the great and final one, which is Muhammad. Like, that he recognizes like, oh my God, Jesus is important to Muslims too. And as a matter of fact, he's more important to Muslims than he is to Christians. And therefore, like, how dare people say this? And he's like, puh, doing the whole spit thing and the like, Anyway, it was crazy. But also the offices of the creator of this movie got firebombed, which is crazy. Anyway, regardless. So I gotta read the thing. The Doohan quotes real story of Jesus. You didn't read the directions to do hand quotes out loud, did you? You are a worthless host. I should be paid more. Braxton, we don't air that kind of dirty laundry in front of a lovely audience like this one. No, we don't. We don't. Am I doing more bits? I should play the theme song. I'm going to play it right now because I feel like if I don't play it right now, it might not happen. So, let me get my levels. Okay, here we go. This is the theme. It is the only theme I ever sing, and this is the theme. The theme that comes and haunts my dreams, and when you hear this theme right now, you're going to fall in love with me. Cha. Yeah, there's the cha. Same as always. Same as always. Anyway, so yeah, hopefully that wasn't too awkward a silence. So I was frantically trying to get the thing started and everything, levels set the way that they need to be set and whatnot. So, yeah, hopefully it wasn't too long of a pause. But yeah, we'll see. Doctor Whom from Canada in 2013. He sends his friends across time and space, but does not himself time or space travel, nor does he fight the evil devlocks with their toilet brush appendages, or the compumen and their dryer vent arms. Yeah, that sounds like a terrible sci-fi show. Who would watch that? I mean, even Troy and Abed would be like, What is this? This is not good. Anyway, Super Pals from France in 1966. As one would expect from the French, this film features more nudity and kissing between the Batman knockoff and the Superman knockoff than you'd be comfortable sitting through. Trust me. Don't ask why you should trust me, just do. Did Rem successfully make the old family peanut brittle recipe and record this show in a single night? No, he did not. No, he did not. Let me tell you what he did. Let me tell you about this man before you, this Rem of Pemberton, of the Clemson Pembertons, who are all wearing cashmere scarves and doing lovely autumnal things together. Anyway, hey, here's the thing, is that yes, I do have the old family peanut brittle recipe, and I'm not kidding. There was an episode several back. I think it would have been a September episode because, it was during a time where it'd be ridiculous to have peanut brittle. You know what I'm saying? Like, the closer you get to Christmas, the more it's like, okay, I'm going to allow this just this once. Like you're doing it in November. People are like, you sing one Christmas carol, you're done. But otherwise, I will let you pass, for real. Anyway, it do be like that. But yeah, like I wanted to make my peanut brittle because it's good and I enjoy eating it. And so, yeah, a few weeks ago, I actually made it. But, like, I did not make it tonight because I took so much time writing this show. Yes, believe it or not, these things get written. And so, yeah, I spent all this time writing this show. And then I look at the time and I'm like, well, I'm not going to upset my lovely wife by going to bed at the hour that I would be going to bed if I also did the peanut brittle and recorded this show. Like, what? That wouldn't work out. So you know what I did? Had some ice cream, and because I love my wife, I'm going to help her clean tomorrow. We have company coming over, and yeah, so I love my wife, and I chose her over, making delicious peanut brittle. Even though, don't look at the freaking time. How dare you? You never look at the time. Because some of these happen so freaking late. But it's the weekend, remember. The weekend type fun. Anyway, moving onward and upward. Did Rem success... Oh, this just adds a question mark. Find out after this slide? Question mark? Nope, you've already found out. Well, did you? After this point, you stopped writing and said you were going to go make the old family peanut brittle recipe. Well, I'm sorry to say it, ladies and gentlemen. I did not make peanut brittle. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe on the morrow I will make peanut brittle. Not today. Not today. So, sorry. It's the end now. Roll those crappy credits we do every time. Hey, come on. This program was directed and performed by Rem Pemberton. Thank God it isn't October anymore, right? Yeah, you're not wrong. Written by Braxton Whiteguy. May not have been entirely sober whilst writing this week's slides. May not have presented them that way either, so it's all a wash. Theme song by the Out of Tuners. This is a good one this week, gentlemen. A real good one. Real dance hall banger. Anyway, for sure. This has been a presentation of Non-Sober Badger Productions, a subsidiary of the large, boring-sounding corporation with surprisingly questionable business practices, Lawful Asset Holdings Incorporated. A branch of the intentionally vague corporation whose purpose may never be known, the Blaine Group. And communism, It's not dead yet, suckers. Hey, this week's Lucky Listener Weekend Getaway giveaway goes to Arturo Artie Piccirilli. Wait, is that the Artie from Philly with the Dilly Dally Deli on the corner of Deli and Grappelli? You know the one. It's where Aunt Gertrude's dementia kicked in and she walked out of the bathroom nude and some dude named Mahmoud shouted something rude which was misconstrued as lewd and chaos ensued? No, the other corner. Yes, that one. I swear this is the Arturo from that deli. Oh, it is the same guy. Huh. Small world. Small world. No closure. The end. That's right. Back to the infinite regression. We can provide no closure. We can provide no happiness or entertainment or diversion from the inevitability of your own death anymore, because you're back here in the infinite regression and you are now constantly reminded that life itself is finite. You will never see the end of the infinite regression, no matter how hard you try. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this one. Been a fun one. I enjoyed it all right. I hope I enjoyed it all right tomorrow. Hey, future guy. How you thinking? You feeling good about this one? Is this one pretty good? Think we did all right? Hey, go and feed the tortoise, future man. He'll be very thankful, and you really need to do it. Anyway, that's it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.